everyone. I'm so glad for you guys to be here because while we sing this song, this is the place we'd rather be. We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would wait forever, exalted in the scene. As long as I am with you, my heart continues to beat. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same. Get you another name, switch up the battery. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. No, with all of your heart, you can't shake me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. We set out on a mission to find our inner peace, make it everlasting, so nothing's incomplete. It's easy being with you, sacred simplicity. As long as we're together, there's no place I'd rather be. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same. Get you another name, switch up the battery. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. No, with all of your heart, you can shake me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. Baby, 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 baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. No, if you're on your heart, you can't shake it. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah.
Good morning and welcome. And we're looking forward to a very exciting week. So, as always, join me Meditation Mondays with me and some mindfulness meditation on whatever spirit calls for us to meditate on. It could be on peace, it could be on love, it could be on the current events. So, join me Monday to start your week right. As always, join me and my daughter on Tea Time Truth Talk for another episode of exciting tea talk and looking for a spiritual solution in this day and age. On Wednesday, we continue our book study on alternatives. Again, we've had people who have gone through this metaphysical series. Some of it has been above their head. They wanted something to go back to the basics, and this book was always recommended to me. So if you missed it, last week we talked about God and Jesus Christ. This week we'll be talking about humankind and prayer. So make sure to join not only me, but my daughter and my wife on this coming Wisdom Wednesday. Thoughtful Thursday is that last day just before the last day of the week for most of us, where we can sit back and relax, listen to some meditation music, and engage in participating in affirmations and prayer, as well as hearing stories about how the five principles are being used. So join us on Thursday for that as well. Next week, I'm excited to say I'm back on the pulpit, as they say. I'll be doing the talk on Father's Day, and this Father's Day is a movie inspired talk from the movie Courageous. And yes, I'm giving you spoiler alerts because I will be talking about scenes in the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, go out and see it. I can tell you right now, a little bit of secret tells me if you saw this episode or not. The movie is actually on YouTube for free legally. If you actually go to YouTube, do a search for Courageous movie, you'll see they actually have it with commercials, and that's okay. It's still as good as ever. But again, join us next Sunday as we celebrate Father's Day, as well as my return back to doing a talk on Father's Day based on the movie Courageous. And I'm also excited because next Sunday we move to our new platform location. So, as I told you, you'll be going to live.weesc.org. If you go to the website itself, which is weecsc.org, you will see a live at the top. Just click on it, it will bring you to this platform. For those in the Unity family, Unity of NEPA family who are watching, if you don't go directly to live, I will put that link where the live talk is on the website so that you can easily get there as well. And for those of you who are there with us at 11 a.m., again, you'll be able to engage live and offline. So even if you miss the live and you do come back to this site, you'll be able to still request prayer and do all the things that we give you in this place. As you can see, that's a shot of the countdown that's happening till next Sunday. You can actually watch this both on your computer and mobile device. So even if you're driving and you don't want to miss the service live, you can actually put it on your phone and listen to it if you have a Bluetooth adapter or a way to plug your phone in, as well as if someone's in the car with you and you want to chat or do prayer requests or give or whatever it is, it also gives you access to that. We'll also have a new flow in videos to inspire and bless you every week. And like I said, after everything is said and done for the day, yes, you will be able to see it later on YouTube. So I hope you join us live so you can get a chance to play with this. I was really excited about this. I've spoken to this to a few people and they are excited about it. So make sure you join us at 11 a.m. And finally, as always, we want to thank you for joining us today. And if you wish to continue to help us bring this online experience, you can always go to our YouTube channel on the About tab and hit the link there. Or now we can use the easier website, which is weesc.org/give. And it'll take you there. If you go to the main part of the website, you'll see a button as well. And as always, support the spiritual centers you're with as well. With that being said, let's get back to our service. Good morning and welcome to our spiritual celebration. As always on Sunday, my name is Reverend Richard Pacheco, and I'm glad you're here with us today. I am excited about our announcements as we move to a new platform next week, where we're taking the vision of being in a brick and mortar building and taking it online. So we'll have live hosts, we'll have, prayer requests right there if you want to give or share. We've made it easy for you. So again, you're going to go to the website live.weesc.org. I will put the link at the top of our website as well. And as for those in our Unity family locally, I will also change the live at the top of the website to go to that website. So if you join us live, that's where we're going to be doing it from now on. And then later in the evening, we will drop the video on YouTube. But it's great to be live because we get to engage, we get together, and we grow from here. One thing I didn't put into the announcements is, even though we're not all in a building together, I do miss having a team and that work. So if you're sitting at home doing nothing, watching these things, and you have something you can offer, even work from home, that's the beauty of being online, and want to volunteer, let me know. There's a lot of projects that are going on. I'm actually off this week, so that I'll be working on upgrading the website and putting on other things and working on some ventures with my daughter and stuff to make the experience even better. So with that being said, I am excited. This week again, I will be making my 52 revolution around the sun, as they say, and we'll be celebrating Father's Day next Sunday, and I'm excited about coming back to talk. We'll be celebrating Juneteenth. We are still celebrating Pride Month, so I hope you're getting out to those festivals and having a good time and celebrating love in every color of the rainbow. And also remember Flag Day, small, we don't always remember it, but it's also there. And I'm sure there's other there's other things going on. I mean, we know we always have these donut days and things like that. It just makes the month fun. So again, next Sunday, I definitely hope you can join us live. I'm coming back with a Father's Day talk, as you saw in the announcements. Again, we're just here to have fun, learn together, build together. And like I said during the announcements, even if you visit the live site before Sunday, there will be a welcome video on there. But you can also make your prayer requests, and other links will be there as well. So join us in this growth, in this movement. And again, I'm just, as they say, I'm being spirit-led to do these things and to continue to grow, as I don't know where I'm ending up, but I'm having a good time on the journey. So with that being said, let's enter into prayer. Let's close our eyes, just breathing in, knowing that we are the greatest expression of this spirit, of this source that we call God, knowing that we are the eyes, the ears. Later on, we will hear the song that reminds us that we are the light of God, that we are the faces of love. And we come to this celebration with an open heart and open mind, knowing that we are ready to receive, we are ready to work, and we are ready to express it out into our universe so that others may have that same permission to be the light of the world. And we know we don't hide that light. It is for us to shine it as brightly as possible. And we are grateful for the chance to be here together in community, knowing that we are growing, knowing that we are knowing, and knowing that our light just continues to shine, to be the best we are, and to show our greatest expression. And we know this work is already done because we say it is, and so it is, and so we let it be, as we affirm this with an Ashe, so mote bis, and so it is. Amen.
You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I'll find you in the mystery, in oceans deep. My faith will stand. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours, and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters, your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you've never failed, and you won't start now. So I will call upon Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith would be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith would be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith would be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. And I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. My soul rests in your embrace. I am yours, and you are mine.
Sunday, June 12th, 2022. Pray for others. Today we affirm, in love and faith, I pray with you. And our message reads, I am honored to pray with others, and I am grateful when others support me in prayer. When praying hearts and minds are joined, the power of prayer is multiplied. My partners in prayer may be in the same room or far away. We may be close friends or strangers. The power of prayer transcends what mere words can express, so we need not even speak the same language. We share the heart's language of love and faith. Although the appearance of sickness, a perception of lack or insufficiency, or interpersonal discord may have prompted us to pray, we set those concerns aside as we say yes to wholeness, abundance, and harmonizing love that are blessings in our lives and in every life. Our Bible verse for today is from Matthew 18:19. Again, truly I tell you, if two of you agree on earth about anything you ask, it will be done for you by my Father in heaven.
Hey guys, today we're going to do a song called The Face of God, and this song not only has great words, but also has great movements, so I encourage y'all to sing along and do the movements with me as we sing this. Face of God, I'll hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Ready? You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart.
In my heart.
We are a family.
My family.
You are the face of love.
Face of love.
You are a face of love.
Face of love.
I hold you in my heart.
In my heart.
You are my family.
My family.
You are the face of love.
Face of love.
You are the face of God.
Face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
In my heart.
You are a part of me.
Part of me.
You are the face of God.
Face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu
of
sei la
God.
luce di Dio.
You are the face
You
of
are the
God.
face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of
are the
God.
face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
sei
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You
of
are
God.
the face of God.
You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the
Greetings. I'm the Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselback. I'm delighted to be with you and thank you for inviting me. Greetings. I'm the Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselback. I'm delighted to be with you and thank you for inviting me for this presentation. I want you to sit back and relax like our little minion friend is there. If you have a cell phone, take it out. You might want to take pictures of my slides. I have an email address, alberthasselbeck@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I have a website, paulhasselbeck.com, and a second website, metaphysicalromp2.com, where you can find the podcast I co-create with my friends, the Reverend Doctors Bill and Cher Holton. So let's get romping with user-friendly metaphysics. It is all about you. You know, you hear people say, oh, you think it's all about you. Well, the truth is, it is all about you. And Charles Fillmore quoted Jesus when he said, you must know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But how many of us thought what Charles thought when he added the truth about yourself, the truth about myself? Because when we learn the truth about ourselves, we can set ourselves free. So our little friends there, one is saying, I have many unanswered questions, and the other one's saying, I have many unquestioned answers. Seeking answers to questions and questioning answers are both part of the spiritual journey. And unanswered questions are far less dangerous than unquestioned answers. This is because when we get an answer, and if we don't go back and review it, that thing is still running in the background and it may no longer be applicable. So this idea that it's all about you or all about me is wrapped up in self-responsibility. The key to personal freedom means taking responsibility for all aspects of our lives that we have control over. If you don't have control over something, how could you be responsible for it? Self-responsibility, you've probably heard it put this way, self-responsibility. And you and I can only control the controllables. And what is the one thing that we have absolute control over? Our own minds, our own consciousnesses. And that is very self-empowering when we realize that. No person, no event, no circumstance, no God has control over your mind. Only you do, and you're responsible for it. And tied in with self-responsibility is self-reliance. And I love this definition. Reliance on one's own powers and resources rather than those of others. Does that stimulate in you like it did in me when I first read it? One's own powers, the 12 powers, and all the other principles that we find in unity. 12 powers plus at least another 18 principles I discovered in my research of all the published books of Myrtle and Charles Fillmore and Emily Cady. And I published those and used the truth you know, Unity's principles and premises. This gives us a handbook, a tool on these powers that we are always using. Until we're aware of them, we're unconscious of them. And we can use them skillfully or unskillfully. And I think we're all about becoming more and more skillful, aren't we? So as a review, the 12 powers are understanding, will, order, zeal, release, life, faith, strength, discernment, love, dominion, and imagination. There's a few names there that I use. They're found in the Fillmore's writings, but they're not the ones we commonly know. I use discernment instead of judgment or wisdom. I use dominion in the place of power, and I use release in the to replace elimination. because I think those are clearer terms today. Now, these 12 powers don't use you. You use them. And just a few more that I like: benevolence, generosity, intelligence, and substance. And there's a few more that are growing on me too, but we'll leave that for another day. So the problem that we have is that we live in a culture, we live in a society, we live in a system of religious thoughts and feelings and philosophies that support victim consciousness. When we are in victim consciousness, we allow events, circumstances, people, religious authorities to control us. They don't actually have control, but we think they do. When you think about a reporter on the news, when he goes up to interview somebody who's maybe his house is burning, what does he say? What does he ask? How does that make you feel? As if the burning house makes the person feel a certain way. That's not how it works. Now, most people will probably have the same response, but the fire is only a catalyst. We get to decide how we respond to it. Why did I pick fire? Many years ago, I had a house fire. And when I got home, I discovered it. I called the fire department. They arrived, and I'm standing on my front yard. And a neighbor walks up to me and says, well, what are you going to do? How do you feel? Or whatever. And I said, well, I guess I'm going to redecorate, because I wasn't going to go into victim consciousness. So the solution is self-awareness. And self-awareness is tied to consciousness, isn't it? Because consciousness is fundamentally awareness plus arousal plus motivation. And we want to go around with self-awareness happening at the highest levels, because self-awareness leads to self-knowledge. Now, you can arrive at self-knowledge, but if you don't act on that knowledge, you're not going to get anywhere. So self-awareness leads to self-knowledge plus action. Now, sometimes when we become aware of something, we go into self-condemnation. We don't want to go there. That's the place where the adverse ego or adverse personality likes to go. It likes to go to the inner critic and beat ourselves up. But self-knowledge is always something useful, and it's something we want to take action on. And that action leads to change. You can change your mind, and that's what you have absolute control over. And so it's helpful to talk about levels of consciousness so we can be aware of what level of consciousness we're living from. So we already talked about victim consciousness. There's our little friend there. He's a victim. So victim consciousness is a consciousness that everything happens to me. And in that consciousness, it's external. There's a separated locus of control. The locus of control is out there and not here. Even so, it's self-centered. It's poor me. It's woe me. It's disempowering. And it's powerless. It's powerlessness. And that is not a very happy place to live, is it? Charles Fillmore said, we are constantly making condition through our thoughts and feelings. Some people declare that everything is against them. If they miss a streetcar, they say, it's always that way. And they build up a state of mind in which everything seems contrary to them. How do they build up that state of mind? The law of mind action. Thoughts we hold in mind with feeling produce similar thoughts and feelings of the same kind in my mind. You probably heard it, thoughts hold in mind held in mind produce after their kind. That's the meme. It's important to know that thoughts and feelings held in my mind produce more thoughts and feelings of the same kind in my mind. The next level, victor is mine, is victor consciousness, that I have control, I have mastery. Some things happen by me. I control my experience. You know, friends, that's 100% true. You have 100% control of your experience. You have differing levels of control of the world around you, the world and events within which you move. And so you control your experience, so it is all about you. And when it is all about you, now there's an internal locus of control instead of the external locus in victim consciousness. It is self-centered, but not necessarily in a negative way. It's self-empowered and it's personal power. So when you're in victim consciousness, as soon as you're self-aware of that, you have a way to shift into another level of consciousness. And victor consciousness is a place we could go. In the Revealing Word, Charles defined power as man's innate control over his thoughts and feelings. Let's turn that into an affirmation. I have innate control over my thoughts and feelings. Wow. Let's say that again. I have innate control over my own thoughts and feelings. This power of dominion is not mostly focused on having dominion on others. It's dominion over our own consciousness, our own awareness, our own thoughts and feelings. And I love this quote. There is but one power, we use it as we will. If we send it out by our thought and word and hate, it destroys. If we send it out in love, it builds. You see, it's all about you and how you use the power of power or the power of dominion. The next level is vessel consciousness. It's where things happen through me. We have phrases like the Christ in me is vessel consciousness. Things come through me. I hear a lot of musicians saying, I didn't write that song. God flowed it through me, where they're not taking any responsibility for their talents and what they've added to it. We say things like, I'm a conduit for God. I'm an instrument for God. I'm a vessel for God. But think about that for a minute. If God is using you, then in a way, in a positive way, you're a victim of God. So vessel consciousness is just a nicer form of victim consciousness. And in vessel consciousness, there is an external and separate locus of control, and that locus of control is bestowed by you on God. It's more selfless, so that makes it better. And God is powerful and has power over me. Well, God isn't powerful. God is power. Man uses it, humankind uses it, you use it, I use it to be powerful. Man constitutes the instrument of God through which he brings his potentialities in invisibility. Man is the vessel of God and expresses God. You can find quotes in the historic writings that represent all four levels of consciousness. These are just two examples where Charles is reinforcing vessel consciousness. But there are lots of quotes that support the idea that we're fully divine and fully human. It just depends on where you're putting your awareness, where you're putting the flashlight of your consciousness as you're reading. And finally, sort of the ultimate consciousness is verity consciousness. Most of us know the quote, "Verily, verily, I say unto you," where verily means truly. So verity consciousness, we could call capital T truth consciousness, where we realize we're divine. It's me. It's an internal locus of control. It's selfless, it's altruistic, and it's universal power, universal powerfulness. This is one of my favorite quotes from Christian healing that was published in about 1909. And it's a shame it kind of gets buried. Charles Fillmore said, individualize yourself in the highest degree by affirming that spirit is in you and that you are all that God is. You are all that God is. This is true of man in his spiritual nature, not in his human nature. You see, we are fully human. We are fully divine. And we are 100% responsible for both. We don't represent or show up in all the full range of our humanity, and we're not fully aware of the scope of our divinity. But that doesn't mean it's not there. It's not a spark of the divine. It's not a wave of the divine. It's not a drop of the divine. It's not a piece of the divine. Eric Butterworth said, God is spirit, present in its entirety at every point in space, all at the same time. That means the divine is present at every one of your 37.2 trillion cells and more. The divine is fully present and available at the point of your consciousness. And that idea is what we can use to step into a greater expression of our personal power. You see, it is all about you, and it's all about how you use your divinity to express your humanity. And so it is.
Hey everyone, here's another song where it's song and dance. It's called I'm So Grateful. So I encourage you to sing along and follow along with the dance as well. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so thankful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, up above me and below me, within me, all around me. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude all below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I am grateful. I'm so grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I'm so grateful.
I am so grateful, just as the song said, for you being here today. I hope that you're grateful for the last lesson we received from Reverend Paul Hasselback. Great stuff. I know for some people it's a little over, and that's okay. But this is where we learn to be ourselves and to be our true selves. And I hope you got something from it. And again, I'm always open for questions and interpretations if there was something that you wanted to follow up on. But again, we come to that point of our service where we always say you've received a powerful message and now it's the turn to give. So we give you that chance to give by supporting your local spiritual centers, and as well as if you wish to support us, you can always do so at our About tab on YouTube and hit that donate button, or you can always go to our website at weesc.org. And now you can hit the give button there as well. And next week it'll be even easier. So with that being said, let's hold our gifts in our hands, no matter what it is, whether it's virtual, whether it's love, whether it's physical. Hold it to your heart, and as always, affirm divine love as me, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I circulate. Because again, we want to keep that energy flowing. So I'm going to say I am grateful one more time for each of you. I'm thankful that you are here. I'm excited about next week. Jump on our new platform where you'll be able to interact with us live. And again, if you're open to helping work with us, please let me know by emailing me at info@weesc.org. Or you know, for those who know my phone number, can go ahead and either text me or call me and leave me a message. With that being said, as I always say, we love you, nothing you can do about it, and I will see you next week.